You've arrived at the Texas to Tennessee Podcast, your home for your favorite independent artists and a couple of guys you've never heard of.
Who?
It was Texas, it was Tennessee. It was what I had coming to me. You were unlike anything.
Heck yeah! Welcome, Cody Christian, to the Texas to Tennessee Podcast. How you doing, bud?
Doing good. So glad to be here.
Yeah. You're snowed in over there, it sounds like.
Yeah, snow. Well, iced in. It's not. Yeah. No, we got it pretty easy. Like maybe about 2 inches where I'm at, but it's straight up ice. So the roads ain't good.
Yeah, are all the trees
Yeah,
exploding out your
no
way?
school
like
today, no school tomorrow.
Perfect. That's good for us.
No exploding trees out here that I know of. But then again, I haven't really left either. So
Fair.
there is that.
Fair. Well, I'm excited to have you, Cody. Cody and I go back to the camp out days, similar to Jake Stringer. So it's good to see again. We've been friends for a few years now and seen each other around, and we've crossed paths a few times.
Indeed. I would say so. Oh, hold on. Did I disconnect?
Oh no, we lost Cody. Well, we'll have to see if he can pop back in here in just a bit. I'm gonna dock his pay time here. We're going on. He was with us for 30 seconds, so let's see if he joins us back in. Hey, he did.
Hey, do you know what happened? Did I do something bad?
No, I don't know. Oh no, we don't know. It's a mystery.
Okay.
We'll just have to cross our fingers. Maybe this winter storm is still messing with all our
Interesting.
connections.
Yeah. I see like in the top left corner for me, it says like 95%.
Oh, that's probably.
Looks like it's a red dot. Is that normal? Or is that supposed to be 100?
These are great questions, Cody. I'm not sure. We'll roll with the 95.
It's okay if you don't know,
95
because
is
I
like
don't
an
know.
A plus. So
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
good.
it's 96 now, so that's even better.
Yeah, we're acing this for sure. Well, welcome, Cody. So gotta break the ice here with the traditional Texas to Tennessee podcast question. The icebreaker of all icebreakers, I feel like. When it comes to being an artist, there's kind of three main parts to it, right? So there's the actual artistry and songwriting and or just musicianship, making the music, making the art, being the visionary. And then there's also kind of the business end of it, where it's a lot of like administrative and then like kind of building the back end and building like a bigger brand. And then there's that social media that is kind of a piece of that, but it kind of almost deserves its own bracket, which is all the social media, a lot of marketing, flyering, finding your people. Where's home to you, or if it's kind of splattered all across the top of all three of those, or is there one bucket that you avoid, or kind of you find your happiness in all of them, or where do you sit, Cody?
Oh, yeah, probably in like the 90% making the music and playing the music, and maybe 5% to the socials and 5% to the business, which is not an ideal pie, but it is the one that I have.
Well, that's all we can go with.
Yeah.
I feel like social media is just one of those things that's hard. It's a hard transition when it comes, like, it's easy to, none of us would be here if we weren't drawn to the art of it, but the other parts are harder. I really don't, there's very few people that I talk to or know in general that love the other spaces. They mostly just have like learned how to navigate them enough to get to the next one.
Right. Yeah, and I guess that's the part of it that's like work.
Yeah. But that's also the part that pays you. So those two kind of go hand in hand sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Well, I think it pays some people. I don't think I've ever made any money doing
There's a
doing the back
rumor
stuff,
for
but that's also because I don't think I've ever monetized anything.
never.
Um,
Boy,
no,
we'll
no.
teach
I
you.
did do. I mean, I've done the business stuff. I've done like the LLC type things,
Yeah.
and all that. But turns out that just costs money.
It's a scam, I think,
So
really. It's
I
the
mean, yeah, I'm
man.
pretty sure I'm doing a lot of things wrong. I know that.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that's
yeah.
all of us. I think that's what's so nice about going to festivals and stuff like where we met when like now that I've spent a bunch of time in Nashville, I feel that way in Nashville too, but when you're not around other musicians very often, which most people are not, and like a lot of times you kind of master where you're at, and then there's no one else to really look up to or to get answers from. But I remember the first time I went to the camp out. I won't say who because I don't know if they want to chat about it. But I remember one artist that I looked up to and like was super excited to meet was like, "Yo, like, do you have health insurance?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't. I also don't know. I don't know." I was kind of hoping you knew about that. You know,
Yeah.
but you're not alone, Cody. I think we're all trying to
Oof.
navigate that end of it. Just
Yeah.
being entrepreneurs. That's what it comes down
Oh,
to.
wait, did I ask about health insurance?
No, no, it wasn't you.
Was that me
What?
that asked you about health insurance? Oh, I was about to
No.
say, I was like, well, I know it could have been because there was a time there where it was like, I do I know,
Yeah,
you
we
know?
don't know. Nobody knows. We don't know. It's all a mystery. We're hoping it all just
Yeah.
plays out someday.
And nobody ever actually breaks a leg. So,
Yeah, usually. Well,
yeah, yeah.
a few of us are.
Did you?
No, but young Ethan just did. Remember, he was with Taylor Honeycutt, and I think he's with Rich now. He broke his leg,
Oh, yeah. He was
I
the
think in Nashville, like last year
poor
for
fellow.
America. It's not funny, but he did in fact break a leg. Yeah. See, we got to
Mm.
prepare for things. If
Yeah, you're
you
not
or
actually
anyone you
supposed to do
know
that.
is a health insurance guru that dabbles on in like disorganized musicians, you let us know, okay? We're out here looking. The people need to know.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. And probably are prone to have some health issues. But carry on, yes.
yeah, we
Hmm.
could use those connections over here if anybody knows anybody. Well, Cody, speaking of festivals, I feel like for me, festivals is just always going to be something that I love being a part of in any way. What's your favorite, like, if you had to pick your touring schedule out of your own, like, best case scenario touring world for this year, would you be touring at all? Would you be spending so much
Right.
time in the studio? Would you want to do, like, listening rooms? Are you a pub and tavern kind of guy? Are you a festivals man? What would your like
Right
ratio of
on.
shows be if you could stack it yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I would love to do a lot more of the touring. I've never done huge successful bursts of it. So like when I come home, I mean, it is a lot of bars and taverns and smaller rooms where people are eating and drinking, and you're playing for 3 hours, and so that's definitely a lot of it. And I think I did a lot less of it, the past year, but that also meant that I was just doing a lot less playing in general, which I kind of realized kind of sucked because I was trying to be more, strategic so that I could play more of the like festivals and like ticketed shows
Yeah.
but for me those things have just been so like far and few between really and hard to string together or make sense. I mean, it has been a lot of playing locally, or even when I am going out, doing those 3 hours in a brewery kind of things. But ultimately, yeah, festivals are like the most fun. So
They're
if
up
I could do
there.
one of those every weekend, that'd be friggin' rad.
Yeah. You hear that,
Yeah,
festival people?
rad and a
Cody
half.
Christian is on deck. If anybody's got festivals.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
a no stranger to
Trusty
festivals.
boy.
Yeah. They're a good time. I've seen you at a few
Hmm.
now. And you've opened for some big names already,
Oh
so
yes.
you're ready for you're beyond qualified for whatever we can throw your way out here.
Oh yeah, the van's still got a warranty. You
Yeah.
know, all the good stuff.
Yeah. They bring the
Yeah,
liability, but don't worry. They are the liability and
yeah,
insured, or maybe not insured. Maybe that's what we need your help with
absolutely.
too, guys. Where's that insurance person we're supposed to be summoning here? Well, Cody, what have
Right.
you been working on? It's
They
been a
never show
minute
up in
since we
time.
caught up. Do you have um do you have any
Um.
music cooking? Any new ideas? What you
Oh
got going on?
yeah, yeah. We're
Cool
cooking.
shows coming up?
We um we got a few tunes in the tank uh that are like half recorded, and so we're piecing those together now and getting our release, I guess, strategies ready for 2026. So definitely going to be. We're looking at dropping some singles, but I mean, we're real close to having a big group, a
Nice.
collection of songs, so you say. So it could be. I think the goal is always to get an album, um, but I don't write songs the most efficiently or the fastest, or put them out, or promote them the best. But you know,
But you're
we're
packing
doing it.
you pack the heat,
Um,
Cody. You got some heaters out there for sure.
yeah, some hot heat,
I like
the
the
hot
wife
hot
and
heat.
kids is probably my
Uh,
favorite.
oh, well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that one's a fun one to play. Yeah, it's so fun. Playing songs is fun.
Yeah. I think yeah,
Um,
it's such a blast. Do you feel like your style since you started, I think everyone has like a natural evolution, but some kind of stick right to where they started. They kind of were right on the money to begin with. Do you feel like in the time because you've got stuff out, plenty bunch of stuff already out, and you've done quite a few different types of shows and
right.
across years of time. So just you as a person, I'm sure, has changed over time. But do you feel like you've kind of settled into your
Yeah.
sound more, or do you feel like you always have had it? It's just like you might have grown or changed, or do you feel like you're always um I feel like sometimes you kind of settle for things because you didn't know there was another way. So it wasn't really what you were going for, but you were happy with it
Right.
at the time. Do you feel like you were always happy with what your sound was, or it's developed in a different direction for any reasons really?
Oh, I I think I don't know if it's a season or like Taylor Swift, like an era. Like it felt good when I was in it. Um, so like I think I settled down at least for a while, but then I sometimes change her up, or at least I have historically, because it started out just church music,
Hmm.
writing worship tunes, and then I was in like kind of pop rock, but a Christian influence situation. So we were kind of like two of the guys in the band, like it was 21 Pilots kind of stuff, and Imagine Dragonsy, and like
Heck
that
yeah.
felt cool when I was doing it. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of that stuff that I was listening to, but then I really got into the more Appalachian-y kind of tunes, like the Sturgills and the Tyler Childers and stuff, and like I was like, oh shoot, you can do music like that too. And I mean, that definitely felt right doing all the canary in a coal mine stuff.
Hmm.
And even I think the newer tunes, like I think there's always going to be some outliers, but uh, I've been really messing with like the mandolin and stuff lately, so I think I'm still enjoying the that kind of vibe,
Yeah.
that kind of instrumentation. That being said, I know one of the new songs we're working on like is definitely going to have some trombone and
Ooh.
none of
Okay.
that bluegrassy Appalachian kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Bring
I
on the
don't know, man.
horn.
I think it's always cool to be all over the place. Yeah, cool to be all over the
Yeah, for
place.
sure. That's the best part about music is there's just zero rules. Like the only rule is just that you have to kind of like it,
Hmm.
and even that's not even a hard fast rule. That's kind of just it helps.
No, yeah. I'd say, you're also probably going to put out stuff that you don't like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Because I put out stuff. I mean, I know I did like it at the time. And then, a month later, like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah, I'm always so curious about that evolution in other artists. Cause I feel like I did like settle. It's like I really
Right.
only knew that one guitar player. You know what I mean? Or I really only knew that one way to do things. And now you look back and you're like, "Why? That was not even what I was going for." But it worked.
Yeah.
But it's also you
Well,
grow
I
up,
mean, I think,
you change, and you just settle into different
yeah.
styles.
Yeah. I mean, I think it should kind of mirror wherever that person's at, you know. Like, there's a phase in your life where you are circling up the trucks at a bonfire, and if that's what your feelings are reflecting, that's probably the music that you're going to make, and then later in life, who knows what else you experience?
Yeah.
Families, kids, people dying, things changing. So yeah, I mean, I think what it comes out of you is kind of, I don't know, parallel to what's happening.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. It's a evolution for sure. But I'm excited to hear you've got a couple of tunes in the chamber, and it sounds like at least one has got some horns. So that'll be new. That'll
Hmm.
be cool. It's also
Hmm.
interesting that you went from going
Yeah,
from Christian
trombone.
music to got too high in the city. Took a
Yeah, yeah.
we took
The thing is though, yeah, I've got two weed songs out now. Uh,
I'm
you
proud of
know,
you for that.
but
Congrats.
they're not. If you really listen to them, thank you. But if you listen to them, and this is what I told my mom because she, probably disappointed. Like these songs, they're not saying that, this is awesome, that life is great now that I'm doing this. Now, I mean, I smoke pot sometimes, but both of those songs are kind of cautionary tales of like how,
Yeah,
it can end up bad. Like Two Stone in the City is about,
that's
getting,
true.
because like you can get a DUI being, straight up.
Yeah,
So that's what that song is. It's not positive messaging.
it's a cautionary
Like I
tale,
think you could play
folks.
that song to
It's
a
a
kid.
cautionary tale.
Right. You could play that song to a child. And honestly, the goal is for Dare to pick up that one. We're still working on it. I haven't heard back yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think every fifth grader, if they knew that song, they'd probably lay off the devil's lettuce until an appropriate time.
It is a banger. It's a bop. That's a bop. And you did a good job, I feel like, on
Well, thank
that
you.
you had like the music video, or you had at least just a whole theme going on your like marketing for that song. That was
Yeah,
hilarious. So
that was a lot of fun, man.
yeah.
We we had a whole lot of fun doing that, because I think that's right around the time I'd kind of succumbed to it's like, if you're gonna put out a song, like you have to do all this stuff, the social media stuff, and at the time I think it was those like 10 to 15-second clips, of whatever. And
Mhm.
it could be like you lip sync into your song or something, and I was like, I know I gotta do this to at least say that I did it and feel good about doing it the way that, I don't know, at least giving the song the effort that it deserves, I guess, on the back end. But also had to be true to myself, and that meant making dudes in my band dress up like police officers and just run around the city of Richmond for a day, like the hottest day of the year too.
Yeah. Well, it was
So
worth it. I'm
that
glad.
that way of doing it was really fun.
Yeah. I'm glad you risked it for the
Yeah.
biscuit for us. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. That one was for the people and me,
Mission
selfishly.
mission accomplished. I think you played that. I want to say you played
Yeah.
that. Was it raining when you played the last time at the Camp Out Fest?
Um,
Didn't you have like the
the last
lightning
time,
behind you and everything? Was that you?
I don't know if I was the lightning guy. I was definitely the bug guy though.
Yeah.
I
That might
got
have been West. I wonder if it was West
yeah, I
Sheds
got
I'm thinking
swarmed.
of. Yeah.
It might have been. I mean, it also could have been me. Actually, I think that might have been the first year, the first camp out, because I think there was a video of me doing like it might have been Saints of Appalachia or something, or maybe it was Why Did It Have to Rain Today? It might have rained or stormed one of the
No.
years.
It's always our luck. But I will say, like, rain at a
Yeah,
festival hits different because you just don't care. Like it's not like you're in your Sunday best and high heels anyway. So you're like, whatever, we out here, and it just hits different when people
yeah,
are, I don't know, kind of really there for the music.
that's true. That is true.
Are
Good
there any?
times, but it can also be tough.
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
are,
the
we are.
conditions. I've learned a few things just from doing those kind of festivals. Like the Camp Out Festival of the Red. Because that was like my first one ever, and I showed up in a Mazda 3 thinking
I
this was going to
remember.
be gravy. I could just sleep in the back of this thing. Yeah, and I was miserable. It was really miserable. And then we promptly went to Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when me and you and Chili Dog caravaned,
Jillian, oh yeah, that's right.
right?
Yeah,
And
and we partied
and
with Billy
I
Don
was
Burns the
that
first
that
day
time,
before.
yeah.
That was
And that's the day where I was like, I want to do a one man tent kind of thing.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that just didn't work out that well either, man, because people were playing, they were playing by a campfire till like 5 a.m. And and so I'm trying to sleep in my thing because I got to drive back to Virginia the next day. It's like an 8 hour drive, and I maybe got like an hour and a half of sleep because I woke up at 8 a.m. because it was 95 degrees in the tent.
yeah,
I was just like, man, this is not sustainable. So that's when I had to go to van life, where I
yeah.
can put like an actual mattress in there. It changed the game. It really did.
Yeah, I feel like we should, how
Change the
they
game for
have
good.
like what's it called? Rig rundown for guitar players. And people will go and they'll like kind of talk about
Yeah.
their pedal boards and I don't know, guitar stuff. That's definitely not my lane, but I feel like we should have like rig
Yeah, probably not me
rundowns.
either.
We should have rig rundowns for touring vehicles because I feel like after you've been on the road for even it
Right.
doesn't even matter how often. Once you've gone on the road just a few times, you're going to learn so much about what does not work and what does work, and you're going to have your eye on something completely
Yeah.
different than what you started out with. And I'm so curious to see it. Like a lot of vehicles are kind of similar, right? They've got a couple just crossover attributes that a lot of musicians are going with. But I feel like that would be. I wonder if we could do a spin-off somewhere and just tour everybody's tour vehicles. Be like pimp. What's
I
that?
think that'd be a great idea.
TV cribs for your van.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Or Suburban or whatever, or Escalade or whatever you're rolling in.
Yeah.
I think you also have to make sure that it's like a surprise interview and like
Yes.
ideally towards the end of or in the middle of whatever they're doing. So it's just like it is what it is.
Yeah. And there's like Cheez-Its in the cup holder.
Yeah, no time to straighten anything out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The real
Socks on the
stuff.
dashboard.
Maybe that's what I'll do. It'll be like Storm
Yeah.
Chasers, except for it'll just be me outside of your show waiting for the busiest time of your day to be like, hey, show me your van. Surprise
Show
interview.
me your.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I think it'd
I'm
go
gonna
over
write
great.
this down. This is $1 million idea we have here, Cody. Well, outside of your
Got a million
van,
of them.
I know you said you do a lot of um, like tavern and pub vibes. I love that stuff. I love it. But
Hmm.
what do you? Are there spots in Virginia that you feel like deserve kind of a high, like a shout out maybe, or there's like always those venues. I feel like it's important to talk about how like some of those, a lot of pubs and taverns, but just not even that, just dives and venues that you kind of grow up next to. The locals know the juice of where the good venues are, that like really care about what they're doing and
Right.
are like purposely booking instead of like booking just in a panic mode. They're really curating the people that they have on their stages and really love to take
Hmm.
care of, like are feeding a music community. Do you feel like there's any spots near you, or maybe even if they're not near you, that just kind of fit that description that you want to give a shout out to, or you feel like might have had a hand in
Yeah. There's,
getting you started?
oh yeah, there's a bunch of spots. Yeah, I'm going back to one of them Thursday in Newport News. It's a little bar called the Hilton Tavern, and that's the first place that I ever played like by myself, doing like a 3 hour set. Um, they're like the first place that gave me a chance to do that, and I mean I played there all the time for a while, just cutting the teeth, and building up the muscles and not. But they also did a great job of putting other great people there, and kind of, I mean, they had like a cool culture. And I believe still do. I mean, I haven't done it in a while, so that's why I'm excited getting back there. And that's in Newport News, like around where I live now, closer to Richmond. I mean, that whole city is a huge. Well, I say huge. I mean, I think maybe it's a sleeper hub. I don't know, but like a lot of really cool acts come to Richmond, and they have so many cool rooms, like options. Uh, like I think we had a show one night at a place called the Camel, which is a great Richmond venue that does a lot to support like live music in general, locals, but also people touring at any level. Um, yeah, if you're just some dude that needs to play on a Tuesday, like you probably get a gig at the Camel. You know,
That's what's up.
if you're from Arizona and never played there, like you could, and they'll try to pair you with some locals,
Yeah.
you know, and y'all do a show. Uh, but like I was playing there one night, and I think the same night, Robert Earl Keen, he was playing
Ooh.
at a different venue in Richmond. Colby Acuff was playing in Richmond that night, and who was it? I think like was it Earl Scruggs' grandson? Somebody. But there was like one night in Richmond where it's like I don't know, there's so much to do just in that genre, really. Um,
Yeah. That's good to
so
know.
I would
I
say
feel
the
like,
Camel, great spot. Hilton Tavern, great spot.
yeah, it's good to know. I never really think about Richmond as a tour place, but you're getting my wheels turning over here. Maybe have to
Yeah,
add that to the stomping
I
grounds.
mean, I think it is. I mean, you go Interstate 95 goes right through it.
Yeah.
95 and 64, uh, right between Charlotte, like 9 hours from Nashville, 3 or
Yeah.
4 from Charlotte. You got Baltimore, Carolinas, Atlanta. You know, I don't know. I think it's a good spot.
Yeah.
I'll be
Heck
digging
yeah.
it. I'll be digging it.
You've got someone in the comments say they love Richmond, got some great friends there, and that started the band Avail from there. Someone tuning in on
Oh,
Facebook. Yeah.
heck yeah.
Well, that's pretty
I think
cool.
I think
See, you found
Richmond
some
for a
Richmond
while.
friends. Yeah, see,
Uh,
you're speaking up for your town, and look at
yeah, man.
the people
It's
are
an
picking up
interesting
what you're putting
spot.
down over
Interesting
there,
spot.
Cody.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities. Opportunities abound in Richmond. You know,
Yeah.
and
Well,
I know like Portsmouth, Virginia. They got a guy out there, Alan Hudson. He's doing a lot to curate really cool events for original music out there in several different venues. I think they're getting a good culture of just people that love music and want to come out and see it. Um, So there's definitely a few spots out in Portsmouth that are doing good things. Barron's Pub, another pub, pubs, taverns, breweries. Shoot, Williamsburg. I got a guy, my boy DJ Cuddles.
Ooh,
He puts
tell
on
me
a lot
more.
of songwriter series in Williamsburg. Um, he's a great guy. They do that out of a brewery. Um, so yeah, there's a bunch of little pockets out here for sure. Places people might not have heard of or thought about, but
Yeah, that's
they
awesome.
out
That's why
there.
it's like I feel like venues sometimes those are unsung heroes of the music community because you can, especially when it comes to originals, any spot that's kind of small that you can play originals in and get your feet wet is such a huge
Yeah.
piece of like artistry and just finding your people and finding your voice and finding your sound and all that. So I feel like we could have a whole nother sub thing. We'll have like we're gonna unexpectedly tour your vehicle and your venue. Like, let us in, let us in.
Yeah.
Let's look
I
around
mean, it'd be
here.
a
What do
great
we
thing.
got? Yeah, we could have a whole
Yeah,
package
yeah.
for that
Hopefully,
too.
good chicken wings.
I know, right? Rate the pub
I
food.
agree.
Oh man.
Yeah, have to. I mean, that to me makes a big difference in booking too. If I'm looking for a place and one place and they both pay the same amount, but one spot's gonna give me a good chicken sandwich and the other one isn't, it's like I got to go with the sandwich.
Yeah. Check the
Just got
Yelp
to do it.
reviews. See who's got better stars for their
Hmm.
chicken tenders.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely, it matters.
it does. It
Hmm.
does. Yeah. Yeah, we've been just
Yeah,
lucky to have so many great venues, but we got to always support all the small ones too. I think as artists start to kind of pop off and gain popularity and kind of grow into bigger venues, sometimes we forget about those little guys. Not for nobody forgets about them, but you don't have an opportunity to talk about them as much. But
yeah,
I'm glad there's platforms like this and all over that we can just have a moment for our favorite venues of all sizes.
indeed, indeed. All creatures great and small.
All creatures, yes. So, so I feel like kind of bouncing off of that, did you feel like, can you think of a particular time or like moment or thought process or season where you went from like, okay, I like to play songs to like, actually, I'm gonna swing. I'm swinging with this, and we'll see how far it goes.
Yeah.
Was there a moment, or was it just kind of like a slow burn until like you're in too deep now, and gotta keep going?
Right. I think if anything, I'm probably in the middle of the slow burn phase,
Yeah.
and there were definitely a few kind of like, okay, yeah, we can do this. And I mean, one of them was really with my first band. You know, goes by the name of Every King and Commoner. Um, and we just started in church, and like I guess that's like right when I had started writing songs. Um, so we just had songs, and we were like, let's just put them out, try them out. Uh, and I think, yeah, we put together an EP, um, and just dropped the thing, and it it we were getting like church gigs and stuff, and we would open for, because even in the Christian music world, like they have touring acts that are coming through town.
Hmm.
So we had opportunities, kind of like found a real niche, at least where we were at in Hampton Roads. And we got to open for some cool people and play like some of these Christian music festivals, and so doing that kind of early on, uh, and then we tried like one ticketed show, and after that, I think it was like, okay, well, there's people that are willing to pay for this and come out and see it, so like this is something, you know, this is definitely something, because before that, I don't know if I really believed or even really thought to believe that I could do something uh, sustainable, I guess. And I don't think it's a bad because why, but because why is, doesn't that make sense? Because why is. Uh, I'll never forget it because growing up and playing music in church and stuff, I mean, it's great because you do learn a lot. Like you get a lot of reps playing on a stage. I mean, it's different because it's church. But, singing in front of people was still like the most terrifying thing I'd ever done. And I did that in a church instead of a bar or, something like that. But it was still like terrifying, the
Yeah.
stage fright and stuff. But I'll never forget. It was one Sunday morning that one of the nicest old women anyone could ever meet uh, came up to me and she said, like, you guys did such an incredible job this morning. Like, it sounded awesome. And I was like, thank you, really appreciate that. But I didn't play that morning. Like, I wasn't even on the stage at all. So this woman's just hurling out compliments, but she didn't see nothing. So at that, I was like, you know what, man, it's hard for me to take anybody saying, yeah, you guys are actually okay, seriously at all, because I was like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
just too nice.
Yeah.
So nothing ever really meant anything to me until we like actually tried to sell tickets, and that's when I was like, oh shoot, we can do this. And then I guess kind of a similar one a little later on, after I had kind of started messing around with more of the country stuff and doing more like the solo music and leaning more into the country side of things. Um, is was another one where I was figuring out like, okay, because before we weren't making money really at all as a kind of Christian like pop rock band. We could maybe play a ticket show with somebody every now and then, but like we weren't making money, you know. And when I started doing the more country stuff and was able to do more of like the 3 hour sets and like, I just started doing some quick dude math, I guess. I'm like, oh, you know what? You can actually make money enough if you're playing enough to really actually do something. And that kind of coincided at the same time of knowing that, I always wanted to do it in a real full-time capacity and play as many places as I could, which wasn't sustainable while having like a career job.
Mhm.
So while I'm having all these thoughts, my actual career job at the time was really starting to get under my skins. And so that was, I think, another moment where it was like, okay, you know what? I can I can at least try to do this. And
Mhm.
that was like 4 years ago now. So
I
you
love
know,
it.
and I haven't filed for any unemployment or anything yet. So, you know,
We're still trucking. Yeah, I'll tell you,
yeah.
like,
It ain't over till you quit, I guess. That's what they say.
hey, look at there's an example for every possible situation of why whatever you think is a reason you can't do music is not real. You know? And I love that. I think
Yeah,
that's why it's so nice to
for
see all
sure.
different kinds of genres and I think especially in the country realm, I don't want to like rustle too many feathers here, but I feel like country fans and country like folks, country music lovers are a little sensitive about country music. And it's cool that the
Oh
doors
yeah,
are
it's
kind of
super.
getting cracked open here and there. And we're hearing more rock influences in country music. We're hearing more hip hop influences, and they're blending all over the place because it's just art. I don't really like when regulations and rules are applied to pretty much anything. So maybe there's a piece of that coming out, but I think all it gives you like creative
Right.
freedom, and the more you see that it can be done, and there's really no limits, and also people like Jelly Roll and stuff like that, where they're doing something completely different. They look completely different. Jelly Roll is he won Male Entertainer of the Year or something like that at 39. You know, Chris Stapleton got
Yeah,
his record deal in his own name at 40. So there's so many examples of all the
that's
things that you
crazy.
would think would be really limiting, completely not a thing, completely not a thing. So you can really just do
Yeah.
whatever it is that you do, boundless, and it's really up to you. So I'm excited that things are just the more we go, and back in the day, those Outlaws, Waylon and them too, they were kind of they ruffled some country folk feathers with the, adding electric guitars and stuff to the country, and kind of
Oh
tiptoeing it
yeah,
more rock and
long
roll. That
hair and
wasn't well received at the time, but look at it
yeah,
now. So thankful for them to take those
no,
leaps and to show us that there's,
yeah.
no
Sing
limit.
about gay cowboys
Yup.
for sure. No limits at all.
Answer interviews about wanting to have a female president. Go Waylon. All kinds of stuff. They were pretty
Right?
revolutionary in their day. That whole squad over there. Who do you think is like the modern day squad? If you had to build, I think Cody Jinks and Ward Davis are kind of having a cool moment.
Yeah. A
Hmm.
squad, man. I don't know. I know. I mean, you got like the Riley Green, Ella Langley. Can
Yeah.
two people be a squad? I
I
mean, there's
mean,
also like the Hardy, Morgan Wallen, Ernest for sure. That
yeah.
seems like a squad, a mega squad.
I would put even like
Um,
Whitey Morgan and Alex Williams and them into another squad.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
They
think
got they're
that's
cooking
kind of
their
like
own
one of
thing. They're
my
kind of
life goals.
yeah. You want to join a squad?
I want to be in as many squads as I can. Yeah. Like
You know,
anytime you're around, it feels like a squad.
yeah.
Jake Stringer's around. That's a righteous squad.
Maybe that's our
Uh,
squad. Cass
yeah,
Jones, that's our boy. Maybe we have our own squad
I'd like to be.
already.
I love that. I love. Yeah, just as
Yeah,
many as you can.
we are the squad. Yeah, actually.
I think so. I do think so. Precisely.
I love
Precisely.
that.
Childers and Sturgill were like a little squad there for a
Yeah.
minute, and or at least they were going to do a tour, or they did at least half of it before it got shut down.
Yeah.
And I would love to see them do that again.
Yeah. Well, now it's Johnny Blue Skies, so
Yeah,
we got to see what he's packing.
that's true. That is true. That is true.
That was the last concert I saw before COVID was Sturgill and Tyler Childers, like on like May 4th.
Really?
Or March 4th,
See,
I think.
that was the concert. Yeah,
Right
that was
after.
the concert that I was supposed to see, and it got canceled like 24 hours before.
Mm,
It sucked. Yeah, sucked a
yeah.
lot. Broke my
Yeah,
heart.
you missed a good one. It was pretty good, pretty good heater.
I bet it was. I did see Johnny Blue Sky, also an incredible show,
Oh yeah, and you
and
did
I
you
have
open
seen
for Tyler
Tyler
Childers, so you've
separate.
definitely seen him.
Uh, that's what I put on the resume. I mean, technically, I mean it was a festival, and it
The little smoke and
was
mirrors in that
sort of the
resume.
same. Well, yeah, but like we played on the same day in front of the same crowd. My stage was just a whole lot shorter and smaller and in front of the big one and at 3 in the afternoon.
These are
But
minor details here,
yeah,
Cody.
I saw it.
Yeah, real minor.
Oh, dude, we just did me and my band, we just did this Virginia Association of Fairs.
Oh,
So like all the county fairs in the state have like a convention, I guess, where they're trying to book, I guess, some bands, but also like vendors doing other things, like magicians, whatever. So we went there and it's like a trade show. So you get like a booth and
this is perfect.
yeah, we did it. Yeah, I mean we did it because we're like, yeah, man, maybe we could just book a bunch of fairs and festivals
This
in
is like
Virginia.
guerrilla marketing. I love this, Cody.
Could be a good time. And where was I going with that? I had somewhere cool I was going and then I lost it. We were at the doing the fairs.
I don't
Oh
know. Are you
no.
talking about Tyler Childers? I don't know. I'm just happy you
Festivals.
shared that
Oh, that's
travel.
right. I had to put yeah. So right. So my booth we had to have like I don't know, just fun facts and stuff because these people are going to be walking by and like they might see us and be like, why would we book this band? So I made like a fact
Right.
sheet of like, cool people that I've played with or slash open for, and like I put ZZ Top on there. Like I didn't open for ZZ Top, but I did play the VIP tent at the amphitheater before the show.
That
So I just
counts.
put
In
them on
support
there.
of, yeah,
That
in support
counts.
of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Technically, I've opened for ZZ Top, Billy Strings. That way, you know, I didn't get paid to do these things, but I did get free tickets to the show,
I don't think
and I
any of
did
us
have a
got
tip
paid.
bucket. And it was after like the ticket gate, so like people had to swipe their ticket and get in, and that's where I was, so it counts.
I think it counts, Cody.
Um,
I'm with you. You have my full support.
thank you.
You know I'd ride
Technicalities.
for you anyway,
Thank you,
Cody.
thank you, thank you.
Ain't no thing.
Amen.
I'd catch charges for you, bud.
Hey, good. I like
Yeah.
that. Depending on the charge, I'd say the same, but most likely because it's probably not your fault. You're an angel.
Catch a couple,
Nah, yeah. I'd
couple
do some minor charges,
misdemeanors,
some fun charges.
Yeah, some
Yeah, well, that's the thing with
misdemeanors,
this
street
business.
cred.
Like, I feel like I should do something to catch a charge because maybe that's the catalyst that would help launch my
You
career
gotta
into
start
something.
a fight with
Like,
Gavin Adcock. I think that's the move.
I've been trying. I've
Just
been
start
trying,
trolling
Steph.
him.
I've been trying to pick a fight with Gavin Adcock.
Is he
I did.
choosing
He.
peace?
I got him to comment on my stuff one time.
Oh yeah,
Did he choose peace?
yeah.
Yeah. No. No. He. I mean, he caught on pretty quick. He's like, "Well, you made this thing just for clout." That was when I was doing the whiskey riff Photoshop stuff,
Yeah, duh,
just having
Gavin.
fun.
We're all in the
You
same
know.
game, brother.
Yeah. So that's all it was, man. There was this story going around about Gavin where, like he had picked up this kid from the crowd or something and like, let him sing a verse. But it was just like it was a whiskey riff article. And it was just a picture of Gavin Adcock like holding a kid on stage. So I just edited it to say like, Gavin Adcock like hurts kids' ears singing flat as hell or something, And it honestly was probably my biggest post ever, which sucks because like I was just trying to be funny. But like, I've also have like serious stuff out here that I spent a lot of money on,
Right.
videos that
Ain't that some
but, well it is, man. It's like, well, this doesn't really encourage me to behave right.
Yeah.
Like you're telling me, the thing to be
May-
rewarded is to kind of be an asshole sometimes, it seems like.
Maybe we all need to start fighting, That'll be. Maybe you got to pick a fight with that Jake Straggler.
I think it's a great idea.
He seems tough though.
I've been trying.
Maybe there's certain ones I would
Yeah,
leave alone.
he looks like he could take a punch
Yeah.
and just not
He seems like a hardy kind of
show
guy.
any emotion.
Yeah.
His facial expression would be the same. In fact, he'd probably smile at you if you hit him. So, yeah, Jake's not on my list of people to fight.
No, he's also just so
Not at all.
nice. Yeah. We'll work on this plan.
Yeah,
We can improve on our strategizing here. Do you think there's
yeah.
anything
We just got to find the right one.
in lieu of fighting other artists? Do you think there are any things that are on your list for marketing, or like maybe things that hold you back, or things that have been challenging outside of,
Hmm.
because no one's really picked any fights with me
Well,
recently. No,
right.
not a little bit.
Good.
Um,
I
but
I would
it is
say like
kind
the
of good. It
marketing
is kind of good
it
marketing. So
right. I mean the money,
yeah,
I think
capital.
having money would help. Well, yeah, because I mean it seems like at least to me, it almost is like a pay to play system unless you get really random and lucky. Otherwise, like, I mean, even TikTok will show you, like for 18.99, this post will get up to 19,000 views. So, Like, I mean, you can. And I'm sure there's organic ways, and I'm just lazy. Um, but like money, but also knowing where to put it,
Yeah.
that's important too. But one of the things that I kind of struggle with is I have a hard time asking people to help me do stuff, especially if it's like, hey, can you hold this camera while I
Yeah.
ride an electric scooter through Richmond, chasing these guys dressed up like a police officer. Um,
Yeah.
so, a budget can help sometimes bridge that gap or, indentured servitude, like with my band. So that's
Right.
usually how that stuff goes. But yeah, man, just trying to find the time and the people to, I guess, help you out sometimes. Otherwise, you got to do it literally all yourself. Um, and I feel like some of my best ideas require many hands.
Yeah. It's like that needing a village
Yeah.
thing. Like in lieu of having a village, you
Yeah.
must be your own village. And that's cool and all, but
Right.
like
Yeah.
I'm really not the best person for most of those jobs, but here we are, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that is tricky.
Yeah.
I do feel like super blessed that I've been able to learn and grow in the tour managing world though, because I've kind of been able to see behind the curtain a little bit in the touring, like on how there's like I feel like there's like a bridge between like the tavern level and stuff that we talked about where it's kind of just like, "Hey buddy, it's me. You know me. Here's some videos in case you don't know me. Let's play." And they're always super happy to have you and then like, "Hey,
Right.
bet on me. We've never met, but I would like you to bet on me in a city I've never been to, and I promise I'm going to promote and like do a good job and bring some people." And there's just like that is not it's like baby step from like open mics to writers round type deals to like kind of getting some bands together, getting some friends, playing some local spots, and then it's like ticketed shows. Somehow it needs an elevator that no one can find to get to
Yeah.
like of actually being
Yeah.
successful or actually being worth its salt in a lot of cases, you know. But I've seen behind the curtain a little bit, so if you ever want some
Yeah.
tips, I love sharing all that stuff. Because it makes me mad a little
Yeah.
bit that
I
there's
mean,
kind of that
definitely.
ceiling. Like I wish there was no
Yeah. I
ceiling.
mean, and for that, yeah. And that next step, I mean, it also feels like it almost requires some, you know, getting out to Nashville a lot more, getting booking agencies and stuff. But then again, I mean, there's always examples of people doing it their own different ways. But
Yeah.
yeah, that bridge of different shows and uh, who's the bank, you know,
Mhm.
that matters too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
don't
love
know. Yeah,
all
no,
that
I'm
stuff.
definitely need all the tips I can get. I'm doing now. I've kind of changed up like the way that I'm trying to get, certain shows. Like if there's just somebody cool that I want to open for, or like
Yeah.
a cool festival. I've been writing out like kind of official looking letters with like real like MLA format, subject, you know, date, blah, blah, official offer. And then it's all for me, like, it'll say like Cody Christian, head of HR or
Yeah.
CEO of my own industry, or which is true.
Yeah.
But, the things I'm saying in these letters uh, are not super serious, but it's like, I'm gonna just at this point, you send so many emails and stuff for booking out into the void. Like my frame of mind is now gone to like, well, what's something that they haven't seen that like maybe they're just gonna be like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like this is different, even if it's not good. Like I always want to know like, are they seeing it? you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. We should chit chat
And
sometime
has it
about
worked too well? Probably not. Yes,
yeah, it's
no doubt.
hard.
I'll have to show you some examples of what I've been doing.
It's just like it's just a different way to talk, but it's hard because no one tells you what that is. You know what I mean? It's like okay, once you
Right.
get to this level, they speak a little bit of a different language, and you're like, cool, what's that language? And they're like, oh yeah, you'll have to find that. Like, what do you? There seems
Yeah.
like there's no one that speaks that language that wants to, wants to translate. But I do want to translate for anybody that's could use any of that back end stuff. So far I've only worked for independent artists and I've worked at a pretty high level at this point, so I've seen a lot of it actually working and it can
Right.
be done, and I want to ring the bell for everybody that I believe in, and you're definitely one of those
Yeah.
people, Cody. You're super talented and also just a
Oh,
good person too.
well,
And
shoot.
yeah, I remember one of the first times I saw you and you played, I think it was the Wife and Kids. I want to say I booked you somehow in Nashville. I don't remember. But the
Yeah,
first
I
time I saw
did.
you
It was
live,
was it the Dog Saloon or something?
oh yeah, the Doghouse Saloon. That's
Because you
Live Oak
definitely
now.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So they
yeah.
expanded or something?
Well,
Oh
Live
shoot.
Oak took it over. But
Oh,
yes, that was the that ride around I used to do. It was full band technically, but I would just always let the homies come through. But I remember just being
yeah.
like super captivated because obviously like I had heard your music before, but seeing you live, I was like, what, wow, are you guys seeing like are you guys seeing this? This is amazing, and so it's been pretty
Oh,
cool. And that was years ago.
well,
That was
thanks.
a few years ago now. So I'm really excited to see
Yeah.
where you grow with music and where it takes you because I think it really can go wherever you want it to. Really, you got it all over there,
Hmm.
Cody.
Well, I would say, I mean, I could definitely have a better probably work ethic, business sense, but you know, I think it's all. I mean, it definitely does feel like one of those scenarios where you are your own ceiling.
Yeah,
Like you built your own house. You're the one. You're the one setting the ceiling. You
yeah,
set the tone. So
but there are
yeah,
just
there's
some
definitely a lot of
doozy
self
tricks for
limitation going on
sure.
there.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think that's also
Yeah.
relatable too. I think that's part of art and part of why people love just music in general is just there's been so
Right.
many times where you're just like, wow, I needed to hear that, you know? You be
Agreed.
preaching over there, Cody, with your tunes. Do you have anything you wanna?
Oh,
Is there anything you wanna shout out? Well, we've got a few minutes here. Like any shows coming up, or anything you're
shouting
excited
out.
for, or anything you just want to chat
Let's
about or
see.
tell the world about while we got a few more minutes.
Yes,
Yeah,
they actually just announced it today.
ooh,
Um,
hot
it's
off the
the
press.
West Edge Fest. Yeah, hot off the press. West Edge Fest in Huntington, West Virginia. That's like April 18th.
Ooh, that's
Um,
coming up. That'll
it's
be
gonna. I
exciting.
think it's like yeah, it's like one day, 17 acts at this super cool spot in Huntington. Arlo McKinley, he's headlining.
Ooh,
Buffalo Wobbs is gonna be there.
ooh,
Oh yeah,
that'll be pretty sick.
so
What's
many
it
cool
called again?
people. So yeah, West Edge Fest.
West
It's
Edge.
at this place called the West Edge Factory. Yeah, um, place called the West Edge Factory, I believe, in Huntington. That's gonna be a great time. So really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that sounds
Um,
great.
and yeah, working on setting up some stuff now. Hoping to get out to more Kentucky, Ohio, um, West Virginia's. Yeah, working on the
I love
thing.
it. We had
And
some
yeah,
hot
new tunes. Yeah, new tunes are at least somewhat recorded, and we're going to do some more recording in like 2 weeks. Uh, we've been having a really cool setup. My drummer, he's friends with a professor at a college out there in DC called American University. Um, so there's a few songs that we've had, like the last few releases were like recorded by like college students, or at least some of it was.
hmm
Like we'll go there and track like drums, guitar, bass, and vocals, and then piece the rest together elsewhere.
Yeah.
But it's been pretty sweet and economical trying to, because I mean, recording can be expensive as
Brother.
balls.
Brother.
But a life hack that I have found is like a lot of these colleges have recording studios and like major or minor programs where people are, supposed to have experience recording live bands or podcasts or stuff like that. So at least in our experience, like this has been going on now for I think like 2 years, like we're part of their curriculum almost, but we're also getting like free recordings out of it with
Yeah.
honestly the most like top-notch equipment there is.
Yeah. Sounds
And
pretty
like it
similar.
is college students, but there's a professional, there's a professional present. It's like it's always sounded good and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's if I were to offer anything, it would be if you want to record and you ain't got no money, like reach out to whoever your local schools and colleges are, because like odds are they might have an opportunity that benefits both parties, and you can get something pretty good out of it.
Thinking outside the box here, folks. Pro tips from Cody
Yeah,
Christian.
but yeah, but I've also been emailing Rick Rubin, so we'll see.
Yeah, whichever one shakes out first,
Yeah, or both. I mean, I
Or
can do
both.
one after the other. It don't matter. But, yeah, or maybe he can go to the college. That'd be even cooler.
Maybe he can buy the college. How hard can
Probably.
it be? We live in a world
I
of
don't know.
dreamers.
Can't be that difficult.
Well, Cody,
Dreamers is
any
doers.
other last minute shout outs or words or anything you'd like to talk about before I hit you with the traditional Texas to Tennessee last
Hmm.
question?
Shout outs or words. Well, shout out to you, Stephanie, and awesome
Oh, thanks,
uh,
Cody.
in all of your endeavors. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I think you are a valuable asset to all around you.
Oh,
But even better than
thanks.
that, a good friend.
Thanks, Cody.
Yes. Yes. And one of these days, I should take more advantage of your knowledge
Call me,
and
I'll
all that you
talk your head off.
possess. Yeah, because I definitely need to know a lot of this stuff. Also, if you get yourself a fish tank, get yourself one of them lights because you can change the lights.
For the
Um,
vibes.
what else was I gonna say? It's been real nice actually, like being snowed in and like not really having access to as much of the internet and stuff lately. So I don't know, go outside and read a book
No.
sometimes, and yeah, live your own life.
Inspiration right here from
Yeah,
Cody Christian.
yeah,
Go outside in the snow, guys. It's good for you. Turn off your phones for a second.
yeah, man. Cold,
PSA.
yeah, cold wind will wake you up.
It's exactly the same as a cold plunge. Probably.
Pretty much, yeah, to the face. Yep, exactly, exactly.
Well, heck yeah. Well, thank you again for being here, Cody. It's really an honor to
Oh,
interview you, and it's an honor even more to call you a friend and a homie. It's a flex. It's a flex, really. So,
oh,
thanks for being on the squad.
oh, it's so kind,
All right. Well, the last
for sure.
question, the famous Texas to Tennessee last question is your favorite Little Debbie snack. What is it?
Oh no,
Hmm.
my favorite Little De has to be Little Debbie.
It's got to be. I didn't make the
Is Little
rules.
Debbie is Little Debbie fudge rounds?
All I can think of is Oliver Anthony whenever I hear
I'm serious
fudge
though.
rounds, but
I
I believe
know,
so. I believe
I
so.
know. Yeah, I actually was eating fudge rounds at one of his shows while he was playing side stage, and I got a TikTok of it, and apparently he didn't like it.
Oh,
So
ah.
I know.
You
I
went.
thought that
Maybe
was
you
gonna be
should
my
take a
moment,
fight with that guy. Screw Gavin Adcock.
right? Yeah,
We got
yeah.
lots of people we
All that
can.
to say, like, I mean, yeah. I don't know if you can find man. Actually, I think the problem is both of those guys would hurt me really bad.
Yeah. Did they block you?
But I don't think so, no. But I said Fudge Round. I was under pressure there. But the more I think about it, maybe Star Crunch.
Oh, the classic. Yeah, yeah.
Star Crunch, is that Little Debbie?
I have no idea.
I mean, there's so many. Is Zebra Cake Little Debbie?
I'm
Because
pretty sure
now I'm
zebra
like, dude,
is.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm pretty
Zebra
sure
Cake.
zebra
But
cake is in the world.
uh, I should have done more homework.
Wish you
Should
would have
have answered
studied for
better,
this
maybe.
test.
Cosmic Brownie, is that Little Debbie too?
Oh,
Is
those
that
are
Little Debbie? Cosmic Brownies?
probably. I don't know. No.
All right. I want to
I'll
say
take it. Is that your final
final
answer?
answer, Star Crunch.
You
Star
want to
Crunch.
phone a friend? Are you panicking?
Can I? No, I'm saying Star
Alexa.
Crunch final answer.
Well, heck yeah. Well, thanks again, Cody, for being a part of this.
Beautiful.
I hope everybody that's hanging out and all
Yeah.
the thousands of people listening right now are checking out Cody Christian, all his great music. You heard it here first. He's got more stuff coming soon, including trumpets and a really cool festival in was it Kentucky, coming up very soon with some
West
callers.
Virginia.
West Virginia. In West Virginia. What was it one more time called? East West
West Edge Fest.
West.
Basically Kentucky too, though. It's Huntington.
Okay, okay.
Yep. West Edge Fest.
West Edge Fedge. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna leave that to you. I'm gonna leave that to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
You'll
can
figure it
find
out.
Cody
Yeah.
on all the socials. He is on them. So you guys check him out there. He's got tons of great music out. You won't be disappointed if you check him out. You heard it here first. Well, you guys take care. Thanks again to Texas to Tennessee for allowing us to have this platform to share great information and make these artists accessible to share their stories and share some knowledge and hopefully bridge some gaps out here between people that are loving to listen to music and the ones creating it. So thanks again. Cheers. We'll see you guys on the next one. All right, Cody, are you there?